In this video, we're going to see a few more examples of combining Boolean and other operators. So as we pointed out, the Boolean operators have the lowest precedence. Here is the operator precedence table again. You can see at the top of these operators have the highest precedence. So the Boolean operators are down here. Now notice that they do have a specific order. So not has higher precedence than and, which has higher precedence than or. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples over here. So 5 is greater than 3 and 10 is greater than 7. So the comparison operators have higher precedence. These both evaluate as true. So we have true and true. That means they're both true. Here we have a slightly different expression. 5 is greater than 99 or 10 is greater than 7. So 5 is greater than 99. That is false. So we have false or 10 is greater than 7. That is true. So one of them is true, which means this is true. And now we have a little bit more complex expression. We have not 5 is greater than 99 or 10 is greater than 7. So this one is a little bit harder to understand what is happening here. So if we try to do this, let's just look down here. Let's execute this first. So this becomes true. It is the same thing as this above, which you might think is weird because the main part of the expression is the same as it is over here, but they both evaluate as true. So here's what Python does. Let's step through it. So here's the beginning of the expression. So it does the arithmetic or the comparison operators first. So we have false or true over here, not false or true, excuse me. Now, because not has higher precedence than or. So we have two operators here. We have not and or. So you have to think, which one will Python do first? Python is going to do not first. So it's going to do this first. It's going to do not false. It's going to evaluate that first. Not false is true. So now we have true or true, which evaluates as true. So down here, we can change the order of precedence with parentheses. So not will be evaluated last, or will be evaluated before not because of this parentheses, because we're saying Python do this first, and then finally go and do not. So this whole thing is just what we did originally, and that is true. So not true is false. Okay, so it's a little complex to mix together ands, ors, and nots in the same expression. You have to follow the operator precedence table. Typically, you just don't want to make these expressions too complex. It's hard even for, seasoned veterans of Python to, unravel a complex Boolean expression. So we'll see that as we move along in the course. How to keep things simpler. You don't want to have too many of these and, ors, and nots in the same expression, but occasionally you'll have some, and then you have to know how to evaluate them and what is the precedence of the operators. Okay, so that does it for some more examples with combining Boolean and other operators.